Hello, hello, hello. Seems like I got too much light going on over here on this side. Let me play with a couple of things. Hi, Corrine. Thank you for sharing. I was looking for this. Hey, Veronica. There was this one feature that I was playing with earlier, and I'm trying to figure out where did I see that. I thought it was kind of cool, so bear with me. I know where it's at. It's at the very, very end. What was it? I was playing with it, and I thought that was just the neatest thing. So appropriate for... There it is. It's raining glitter on New Year's Eve. I thought that was the coolest thing, you guys. I don't know, sometimes it's the little things. So I don't know if I'm so washed out now with the colors, but it looked like when I was looking at the video earlier, it looked like my colors were changing. So hopefully my colors aren't changing. I don't know if that's way too bright, but hi Lisa, hi Cindy. Who else was that? Lisa, Cindy, Corrine. So y'all can see all the little raining glitter on me. I thought it was kind of cool. I may turn that feature off once I turn the camera down, but welcome you guys. Who is staying up to at least cross over into the new year? We're still up. Chris is still up in his room. The boys are up playing their games. You might hear outside, you might hear fireworks going off. So that's been going on since about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm just glad it rained. I know it's cold out there, and I know people are out there having a good time, but I'm kind of glad. You know, you're going to have people that are going to pop fireworks even though they're illegal in the city limits, and so we did that as kids, but as you grow up and you have to pay for those things and you realize you're really just burning your money, it becomes not so fun after all. So we don't do fireworks, but we just the last few years we've just stayed inside. So, and I'm just real glad that I have a hobby, business, whatever you want to call it, in order to share with you guys on New Year's Eve. So I need to do something. It seems like it's bright, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's just me, but my face looks like it's washed out. But oh well. We're just here to celebrate New Year's Eve, and I wanted to make a really, really cute card for you. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And normally I'm live on Sunday afternoons at 3, but occasionally I'll go live when it's a special enough occasion for me to go live. To show you guys something, whether it's to premiere something or just to demonstrate something for you that is pretty cool. But being that it's the new year, we do have a new catalog, a new mini catalog that's being launched on January the 5th. And in that catalog, as demonstrators, we've been able to order all of this stuff since the beginning of December, and one of the things that I actually won during Onstage back in November, I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys, because this is a free stamp set that you'll be able to get starting January 5th. You can earn it for free. So it's during our Sale-a-Bration promotion, and that just means that in the months of January and February, for every $50 that you spend, you can choose a free stamp set. There's designer series paper. My catalog is over there, but it's a small mini Sale-a-Bration catalog, and there's some really cute things that you can get for free, and I'm going to be showcasing one of those stamp sets for you tonight, because first of all, it is stinking cute, and second of all, I don't remember the demonstrators' names, but I've seen a couple of other demonstrators doing some really cute cards with this particular stamp set. And when I point the camera down, I'll show it to you so that you can see the pictures. And so that's what I'm going to do for you guys tonight, and I think that you will, some of you may have seen this particular stamp set, not the stamp set, the card, or a variation of it, because I've seen different variations of this card, but I wanted to kind of do my own with my own colors, and put my little twist on it, so to speak. So I hope you guys enjoy the card tonight. I hope you get a good laugh out of it, and you find that it's sort of appropriate for this time of the year, and the fact that we have a new year coming up. And I hope that you guys, wherever you are, that you are safe, you're warm, you're with family, and that you're able to help bring in the new year with the New Year's resolutions, whatever you're vowing to start doing. I hope that you stick to it. You've got people cheering you on. I'll cheer you on, because it all sounds like fun and games, and then when it gets down to it, we're like, it becomes not so important. You forget about it, or maybe it was just too much of a stretch, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and get started on our card. I'll see if I can look at the comments. Let me turn this thing off, because let me see if I can figure out how to turn it off. Hopefully I know how to turn it off. I think I have to go all the way back to the beginning and do off. There we go. Sorry, that was kind of throwing me off a little bit, but oh well. So let me put this camera pointed down, and then let me get this so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I've got my supplies in front of me, and I've got a new phone on here, so I have to make sure that I can see everything, and that it's high enough, and then it's not going to move on me. I don't see it moving, so I think we're good. Okay, and I can see comments, and I think I need to move this towards the center. Bear with me, guys. I'm moving my... Just want to make sure it's not moving. I don't know, it seems like it's moving on me. Okay, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it. But Happy New Year! Happy New Year! I changed my little thing up, so it's just my name and my website. And if you'd like to visit my website while you're watching the demonstration, you can either type that in, or you can make it easier on yourself and just scan that QR code, and that'll take you straight to my website, so you can check out everything on there that we have to offer for you. But let's show you the card. Is this not cute, or what? The stamp set that I used to create this is called Darling Donkeys. Check out those cute donkeys. They are so cute. And then the little sentiments say, hee-haw, you're the best. Hey there, friend, it's your birthday. And then there's these little bitty star, this little bitty star thing here. And it is a cling stamp set that's only available during Sale-a-Bration. So in January, starting January 5th through the end of February, you can earn this particular stamp set, plus a bunch of, there's I think 3 more stamp sets in the little catalog, plus a bundle. There's one that has a bundle with designer series paper. But anyway, this is what we're using tonight. So I'm finally using this one. And let me show you some of the other things that I'm using in order to do this. In order to do these numbers, I am using the Playful alphabet dies, which are the whole alphabet plus some symbols. There's some numbers in there. And then in order to get this particular effect down here at the bottom, there's a couple of different ways you can achieve that, but I wanted it to look more realistic. So I pulled out Waterfront because Waterfront has some really neat shadow images that you can use, and I'm using this long one right here. So I'm using that one. And then if you notice, there's little birdies on there. I decided to put little birdies on mine. And I am using the little birdies, 2 of the birdies from the Quite Curvy stamp set with the dies. There's some dies on the inside as well. So I just decided to take the little birdies from there. But you can leave the birdies off if you decide to make this particular card. And you can do this shadow effect with your blends as well. So let me show you how to do this. This is actually the first time that I have done what they call a slimline card as well. And if you notice, it's not like the normal card that you see me do. The normal cards that you see me do, I'll show you. These are the ones that I did this past Sunday on my Facebook Live. But my normal cards are just standard size cards. These open, this one opens that way, and this one opens that way. But some of them can open this way as well. But you can see the difference between the two. This one is a lot longer and a lot slimmer, and that's why they call it a slimline card. And I don't have an insert on the inside, but you'll notice that I'm only using 1 sheet of Whisper White. And if you've noticed on a lot of my cards lately, I'm trying to use color bases because we're preserving our Whisper White as much as we can and just do the bare minimum with demonstrations because of the Whisper White going away. It's discontinued. Some of it's not even orderable anymore, and it's being replaced with another product called Basic White. We just don't know when we're going to be getting it, is the problem. So we're having to be super, super careful with what we use in card classes and in demonstrations as well. So let me show you how to do the slimline base card. So this card, your base card is not like the other ones that I normally do for you guys. And I have a full sheet. Let me move some of this out of the way. I'm going to bring the trimmer in, our paper trimmer. And this particular piece of cardstock that we're using for the base, it is called Rich Razzleberry. Is that not a fun name? Rich Razzleberry. And in order to do the base, it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. We're going to leave this at 8.5, but we want the length of it to be 7 inches. So I'm going to put it in my trimmer. I'm going to put it at 4 because I'm just cutting off 4 inches is all I'm doing. And then you have this nice larger piece left over. And then the piece that's left, you want to leave it in your trimmer because this is the 7-inch side. You want to leave it in your trimmer and then score it at 3.5. Oops. Okay. And so now you have a score exactly in the middle, and then you can fold it. Let me move this off to the side. I'm going to bring my bone folder out and just kind of burnish that edge there. And so now you have your slimline base card that you can work off of. And just like all of the other pieces in the cards that we do, you have your mats. And all I did was this particular mat, I think this is gray granite. I think. I didn't look at my sheet of the colors I'm using, but I'll find out what it is and put it in the supply list. But this particular mat is going to be 8 1/4 by 3 1/4 in order to be able to mat it directly on there. So let me get some adhesive on that so I can put this piece down, and we're going to be stamping on this piece of Whisper White, and I'll give you the measurements for that here once I get this piece down. Now if you were putting a piece on the inside, it would be the same measurement as the mat on the top of the front of this card. So just hover it till you got a little bit of that rich raspberry all the way around. And then you have your Whisper White mat, which is 8 by 3. Yeah, 8 by 3. That's going to go on top. But before we put that on top, we're going to be doing our stamping. We're going to be putting down the letters, the numbers. We're going to be coloring these little birdies. I've already stamped and die cut out the little birdies, and I've already die cut out all of the numbers that we need to use. And on the back of the numbers, I've already put the adhesive backing on it using our adhesive sheets. And basically all that is, it's just a sheet of adhesive, and when you run the die through, I think I did this on my Facebook Live this last week if you want to go back and look at that particular piece. But it puts a little sheet of adhesive on the back so that you don't have to worry about using glue or your fine tip glue or getting seal adhesive all over everything. It just makes it really nice and neat to be able to stick it down. So I have all of my numbers there. And then let's see. We're going to start with the bottom, and I'm using Pear Pizzazz. And let me put the card over here so you guys can actually see. Let me put that over there. There we go. That way you can see the card as we're making it here. And I'm not looking, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. I know you're, did y'all celebrate your New Year's already? I think you did, because I'm pretty certain you guys are like an hour ahead of us. And we're Central Time here in Texas. So I'm taking that particular stamp from Waterfront, and I'm just gonna tap it with my Pear Pizzazz, and I'm just gonna randomly put some stamps along the bottom. And I want to kind of mix it up. I don't want them to all be the same. They're going to overlap, and it's okay. Just trying to create a kind of a grassy knoll kind of. Let me stamp off and do this one over here. You can certainly do it lighter and then go back and fill in. Whatever you want. It's your card. Okay. There's no rhyme or reason. You just want to give it some kind of a coloring on the bottom. And then what we can do, the first thing we can do is we can go ahead and put, well, let's go ahead and do our donkey. We're going to stamp our donkey in Memento ink. This particular donkey that is kicking. You know, let me go ahead and put the numbers down. I'll start with 2, 0, and 2. Now all you do to peel that adhesive off is just grab a little bit from the back, and then that piece comes off. And you just want to be careful when you're touching this. And then just give it a little pressure. And then do the same thing for the other ones. Ooh. You can grab onto it. There we go. And then you can put the numbers as close together as you want or as far apart as you want, but you do have some limitations because your piece of cardstock is only so big. So when I first put the sample together, I had to, we're going to start moving that 2 up like that. I had to kind of place everything down before I put everything down with the adhesive. Oh, goodness. Why does it always seem like it takes forever on some of these things? There we go. Just got to get one little piece there. And then we're going to throw that one kind of up in the air. And then that will give me an idea of where I need to stamp that donkey in Memento ink. And I'm using Memento ink because we're going to be using some blends to color him in. So I've got the donkey that's kicking. And now with Memento ink, you do want to press a little hard. I know I normally tell you on our other pads, just gently tap, but these are not the same. These are like a linen pad. And so you want to make sure that you press down and get some good coverage. Now I'm able to kind of position the donkey so it looks like he's kicking up that 0. And then that gives me an idea where I can stamp the donkey next to him. So let me ink up this little cute donkey right here. It looks like, is it Eeyore? I think it's Eeyore. I don't think he's as big as Eeyore, but he's kind of got those flappy donkey ears. And then you can put him right next to him. So it looks like he's sitting on that little grassy knoll. And man, somebody's really popping some fireworks in our neighborhood. I don't know if y'all can hear that. So now we have these pieces down, and I have this little piece here. It's a 1-inch strip by, I think, 4 inches. Yeah, 4 inches. And I wanted it to look like a little banner that he was pulling in. So I took the banner triple punch. Let me open it first. And I stuck it in the middle one. So there's 3 different sizes you can do on here. And if you look on the back, you can see where it's going to punch. And then I just punched it. So I get this little banner edge. You can certainly do it manually as well. And so that gives me an idea after I put my numbers on where I can cut off. Let me make sure I'm on the right side. There we go. There is a right side and a wrong side to when you cut cardstock. And I know it's kind of hard to see on here, but there's a little bitty raised edge. So when you cut the paper, it pushes it down. So when you stamp, you always want to make sure you're stamping on the clean edge side. And so now I'm just going to put the same 202, and then I'm going to change it to a 1 on this one. Let's try to center that one. There we go again. Get a good little side there. 202. See if I can look at the comments. Denise, hi Denise, happy New Year's Eve. And Cindy, need that punch. The banner triple punch is a very handy punch to have. It really is, because you can get 3 different sizes of banners on there. Okay, and then I have a 1. Gives me there we go. Okay, and now once I have this 1 down, then I have a good idea of where I can actually just cut that piece off. Probably should move those a little bit closer, but that's okay. I think we'll be okay because I still have the other mat on there. So, okay, we're good. We're good. Let me find my my dimensionals. I got my little mini dimensionals because I want to pop up this banner off my paper, but at the same time, let me get my glue dots. Oops, that just flew off of there. Let me get my glue dots here. And this particular, it's kind of funny because this particular roll of my glue dots aren't on the side it's supposed to be. My glue dots are on the back side, which is kind of weird. Every now and then I get a batch of glue dots that's kind of backwards. And I'm like, how'd that happen? But I'm just putting a little glue dot right here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I have some linen thread. I want to take just I don't know, I can trim it later, but I'll just take this, 3-inch piece of linen thread, and I want to stick the end of that linen thread to that glue dot so that this piece is hanging out, and that's going to be the piece that the donkey is kind of like pulling, like he's pulling the year 2021 closer to him. Just trying to get a little knot. So I have somewhat of a knot. And then my other glue dot on here, let me roll that up just a little bit. I probably should color his face. Let me color his face. I'm using the light gray granite Stampin blend, and let me just color his face since I'm going to put a glue dot on there. Oops. And I'm going to put this glue dot right here on top of his little mouth. Oops. Where'd it go? I'm trying not to touch it because I want to keep that stickiness there. And then let me take this little adhesive backing off of those so I can go ahead and set this down. And that glue dot keeps coming off and on me. Let me press it down. Goodness, it keeps going. Okay, now let me put this on here. I know I did too long of a... Wow. That one was a good one in our neighborhood. Let me trim that a little bit. Okay, so let's color some donkeys. We're going to use the light gray granite. Oops. Our blends have two sides. There's a side that you can write with, like there's the line there, and then there's the thick brush end side right there. So we're going to use the brush end side, and I'm just going to go over one over real quick. As this color dries, it will darken up. But I also still went ahead and brought out the dark one as well. So I'm just doing a one quick over on the donkeys. And then I'll go back and darken the areas that I want to go back and darken. And I'm doing this standing up, so bear with me. I think these donkeys are super cute. And I can't wait for January 5th to come around so I can actually show you guys finally the inside of the catalog. we can only show the covers of the catalog, but we can show you the products so you can at least see. Okay, and then I have the dark one as well, and then I'll just go over some of the areas where it could be darker. Give him some color here and there. Definitely make his little feet a little darker. Or his little hooves. I guess they're little hooves. I don't know much about donkeys, but they are cute. So wherever you feel there's some shadows, you can add some shadows with your blends. I think he's cute. There we go. So now we have some colored donkeys, and then I have my little birds here, and I just used dark crumb cake for the birds. And I colored them once through. Just making them brown. Nothing fancy about these birds. Little brown birds. And then you can go back over and give them some shadow here and there. Okay. And then I have some mini dimensionals on the back. We're going to stick that little birdie looking that way there. And then this little birdie, we're going to put him up here on the top of this little 2021 banner. That way he's just perched up there. Now on my sample card, what I did is, I'm going to bring it a little closer. I did that little bitty punch in the Darling Donkey set, but I didn't like it after I did that. You see those little bitty, I stamped them in Mango Melody. They're like 3 little bitty star kind of things. I just didn't care too much for it after I did that. So I'm going to leave this the way it is. Just going to get some adhesive on the back though. And I'm looking at every now and then when I look up at the video, it looks like there's some kind of a, oops, that did not go over well. It looks like there's some kind of crazy delay with my phone. I upgraded on my phone, so, oops, okay, that one's done. So I don't know if it's looking weird to you guys. I'm just going to put some glue right here at the end where my Stampin' seal was empty at that point, so I almost made it. Let's get this guy turned right upside here and center him over this piece of gray granite. I know I've got some glue on some of those little areas there. There you go. Bring that a little bit closer so you can see that. Darling Donkeys. It's a Sale-a-Bration stamp set. You can get this, the stamp set you can get for free during Sale-a-Bration beginning January 5th. And I just thought this card was super cute, and I wanted to do this for you guys tonight to help bring in the new year. And hopefully there's still some time left that you can go and bring in the New Year's with your loved ones. This donkey is literally kicking 2020 away, and this other little cute donkey is he's dragging in the year 2021 in for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this card. Thank you for the likes and the hearts. Y'all be safe tonight. Stay warm. Toast to whatever you're toasting. I didn't show you when I had the camera pointed the other way, but my toast is my toast is in one of these glasses, and it is sweet tea. It's just sweet tea. So let me get this camera pointed back. And there was a cat sitting in the chair. I sat on a cat sitting down. Oops. But I knew that was bound to happen because I didn't look this time when I sat down in the chair. So, but no, I have, I didn't even get to take a sip. But I have my sweet tea because that's what I'm going to toast with. Because y'all, quite honestly, I don't drink, but I haven't in like a long time, but I haven't a lot lately in the last 7 years just because I take too much medication. I don't think medication and alcohol is a really good mix. That could be like really dangerous for me. So I'm going to kick off the year with a fresh glass of some sweet tea. And I hope you guys have a happy New Year's. Thank you for being with me tonight. And I will see you Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. And I'm going to be doing the other 2 cards from the Forever and Always bundle out of the new catalog. So thank you and have a happy New Year. Bye-bye.